تمريرة خابئة صدمت في الدفاع. رونالدو، كريستيانو على اليمين، رونالدو مر، رونالدو عدى بمهارة. يا عيني يا كريستيانو، روعة 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 جميلة من رونالدو. هذا كله والكل يقول أن ليس في مستواه. هذا الهدف عدى من الأول. رونالدو مر، جميلة من رونالدو، جميلة من كريستيانو.
Ja cap a la dreta per Xavi, assistència de Xavi més cap a la dreta per Messi, Messi, immens Messi, encara 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 Messi, gol, 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 increïble, increïble, no m'ho puc...
For Selko, here's Mbappe! Teenage kicks! The ultimate teenage kick!
Nani.
Rooney! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! And what a time! In what a place! What a player! Wayne Rooney out of this world! 2-1 United! One of the great goals in the history of the Manchester
اسبانيول. ضاعت الكرة من جانب اسبانيول، تمريرة خابئة صدمت في الدفاع. رونالدو، كريستيانو على اليمين، رونالدو مر، رونالدو عدى بمهارة. يا عيني يا كريستيانو، روعة 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 جميلة من رونالدو. هذا كله والكل يقول أن ليس في مستواه. هذا الهدف عدى من الأول. رونالدو مر، جميلة من رونالدو، جميلة من كريستيانو.
Ja cap a la dreta per Xavi, assistència de Xavi més cap a la dreta per Messi, immens Messi, encara 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 Messi, gol, 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 increïble, increïble, no m'ho puc...
For Selko, here's Mbappe! Teenage kicks! The ultimate teenage kick!
Nani.
Rooney! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! And what a time! In what a place! What a player! Wayne Rooney out of this world! 2-1 United! One of the great goals in the history of the Manchester United.
Jogada individual do Neymar, pode pintar o gol, passou por 1, por 2, por 3, entrou na área, pode pintar um golaço, fez o break, bateu direto pro gol, olha o 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 gol, tá lá, tá lá, tá lá, tá lá, tá lá, tá lá, golaço, golaço, tá lá, golaço, Colorado no Pacaembu, gol!
Beautiful time to talk sports. Another bit of time to talk sports on this dial, as well as Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred Some Radio. Let me say welcome to World's Weekend Total Sport on this beautiful dial. It's a wonderful Saturday. Yes, club football is back to the stage. After taking on breaks, speaking about the international window, where various nations played off their qualifying race for the FIFA World Cup. From Africa to CONCACAF to the CONMEBOL, the UEFA. Well, it's time to talk club football back and other sports-related matters. In the world of athletics, it has been a dramatic one for Team Nigeria with Toby Amusan dropping that outburst just before the kickoff of the Tokyo Games. Well, my name remains Sam Adelere. But remember, you can simply and always call me Adelere. In the English Premier Football League, the Mikel Arteta boys, speaking about Arsenal, facing Nottingham Forest. It's 1-0 in favor of the Gunners, who are leading by a lone goal, courtesy of a beautiful rebound strike from Zubimendi.
Blink on the track.
39 minutes of game played so far. With Arsenal leading by a long goal, courtesy of that 32nd minute strike from Martin Zubimendi. Nottingham Forest are beginning to throw firepowers, asking questions of the Mikel Arteta boys. Let's see if there is a reply for them coming close into the box, but they consider corner there. Corner kick to Nottingham Forest. Well, a whole lot to talk about this wonderful morning. 40 minutes gone by, and let's do sport. We'll be having a guest on the show this wonderful day. And on the show, we're talking about grassroots of sports, grassroots football, grassroots development. Also, we'll be talking about the race against drug abuse amongst youth and young champs. Well, welcome to the show on that regular level. Sabia CB now. Classica. Oh, yeah, but when it's Saturday, you're saying the language. Facebook. If you watch us, you can watch us, you can stream us live on Facebook. All you have to do is search for Wells Radio 893 FM fan page. Wells Radio 893 FM fan page.
Blink on the track.
Ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ láàrin ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Arsenal àti Nottingham Forest ìyẹn ti padà change o. Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ Arsenal ló ń ṣe kíni, àwọn ló ń gbé kíní ọ̀hún súnmọ́ Nottingham Forest, ṣùgbọ́n lọ́gán tí Arsenal ti mi ẹyọ kan, ó dà pé ìṣe làwọn Nottingham Forest wò wípé àti ń defend jù náà, àti ń respect àwọn people yìí jù náà. Wọ́n ti jáde sáwọn Arsenal lọ́rùn. 41 minutes ló ti lọ láǹgbì bí ibẹ̀ yẹn. Ṣé Arsenal máa concede kí first half tó parí? Àbá Arsenal tún lè fọbalẹ̀ kí first half tó parí? Àbí bó dẹ̀ ṣe máa lọ nìyẹn? Ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń gbé live ticket tó ti yé yín. Obanla Emmanuel, I see you on Facebook. He said, good evening, sir. Daily, if you never enter evening, we still the afternoon. At 1 p.m. Anyway, now wait. So Adelere, I greet the house, myself, I greet you on that level. Let's start to give ourselves updates flying around in the world of sports this wonderful afternoon before we come across games that will be going round. And starting up with let's talk about the NWFL. That's the Nigerian Women's Football League. Well, the Nigerian Football Federation Referee Committee has revealed the match officials that's appointed for the 2025 Nigerian Women's League Championship competition, which is scheduled to begin on the 13th today of September 2025. Now, this was contained in the match appointment letter signed by the Secretary of the NFF Referee Committee, Aminu Mohammed. The competition has been scheduled to hold in Umahia and Abiriba in Abia State. Now, the central referees include Rachel Onyewekre, Chisom Dominion Kalu, Aminat Aliu, Peace Ogbonna, Ejiro Dana James. Now, they will be joined by host referees, speaking about Okezie Tochi, Millicent Choma Ejike, while the male category will see referees Emmanuel Okuta, Otuka, rather, I beg your pardon, dear, Michael Eke, Dennis Umwakwe, and Chibuzo Azubini. In that regard, the assistant referees for the NWFL will see Stella Ota, Ijoma Owugbufo, Emmanuel Chuku, Matthew Knowledge, and Jumbo Enyanaya in that phase. Meanwhile, the coordinator for the referees is retired referee Peter Edibe, and will be assisted by the secretary. Yes, sir, the secretary of the Abia State Referee Council, Eneacho Chukwemeka, in that move. And moving away from that, but still on the local ground. Yes. Games will be coming up. Just one game today in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Speaking about the MPFL fixtures, we'll see Bendel Insurance welcome Niger Tornadoes to their own ground. The fixtures that will kick off 4 p.m. Nigerian time in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Other games will be played tomorrow. Yes, sir. And speaking about the games coming up in the MPFL tomorrow, we're going to have Abia Warriors take on Katsina United 4 p.m. Bayelsa United will take on Eyimba, same time 4 p.m. while Kano Pillars will take on Enugu Rangers 4 p.m. Kun Khalifat versus El Kanemi Warriors, it's 4 p.m. Nasarawa United and Wiki Tourist is 4 p.m. Plateau United and the defending champions Remo Stars 4 p.m. while Rivers United will take on the Oluyole Warriors 4 p.m. Warri Wolves will take on Kwara United 4 p.m. while Ikorodu City and Barao FC will be the late kickoff tomorrow 5:30 p.m. Aago márùn-ún àbọ̀ nìyẹn standard language Oya ẹja kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n lórí league àgbọ̀jẹ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà náà ni mo ṣì wà still on top the update wey dey sup for the Nigerian NPFL. Yes, ahead of that match, especially the one wey concern us for Ibadan here. If we talk about the Shooting Stars 3SC, okay, now Rivers United they don come out talk say wo no be play o. Àwa ò wá síbí láti wá ṣe kíni, wá síbí láti wá ṣeré rárá. We no come here to come play. We invite una and we dey wait for una. Until this matter, ahead of that crucial match day 4 encounter in the 2025-26 MPFL season, Rivers United they don't talk to their fans yo. Oya gbogbo yín ẹ máa bọ̀. 3SC ò gbọ́dọ̀ wá sí Rivers United ká wá ṣe kíni ká wá náà wá mọ́lé. As the matter be like this, the pride of Rivers wey be say na Infinity George na him be their coach. On top that one, they don began new campaign on top good news. Oya I guess n tán ṣe bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí they don gather 5 points out of possible 9 tó yẹ kán ní nínú ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ mẹ́ta àwọn ti ní 5 points so far. Tábà wá sọ̀rọ̀ ti 3SC gangan kọ́ àwọn ìyẹn láǹgọ̀dọ̀ tiwọn 2 points náà ni kò béwu dé ṣùgbọ́n all the same Rivers United ní eba ṣe rí àwọn Olúyọ̀lé Warriors yìí as una dey see them bí wọ́n ṣe ń bọ̀ lásán ara ń kan wọ́n ní o they dey vex para dey their body they wan use us count scores they wan use us take points so therefore ẹ̀yin fans gbogbo all una fans we dey expect you o. They come put one thing there wey be like the Jara. You sabi say if you put Jara there, say for every fan, say if you come, oh yeah, àǹfààní tún wà kẹ́ wá gba jersey ọ̀fẹ́. We no go sell am, we no go do na free jersey on top that one. According to the statement, they talk and say we are excited to announce that fans will receive free Rivers United replica jerseys at our upcoming match against Shooting Stars on Sunday. That's September 14. That one for the Adoke Amasiamaka Stadium on top that level. Join us for an electrifying match and show your support for Rivers United. Don't miss out on this opportunity to wear your team colors with pride. See you at the stadium. Egbo, you see that kind of motivation, no? Say no be say na beating Shooting Stars you go chop on the standard level. Taba shekini, taba gbori wọ Rivers United. Torí wọ́n ti sọ wípé ẹ̀yin fans ẹ wá stadium kẹ́ wá gba jersey ọ̀fẹ́. Because they talk say wetin, they need to motivate the players and they know say when the fans dey there, motivation don do wetin, motivation don choke be that yo. Oh yeah, Jen Kuro be papa still on top the MPFL. That one be the Nigerian Premier Football League. The match officials where they appoint for the week 4. You sabi say na week 4 we don't enter, so they don't play 1, 2, 3. Ele Kenny Nongbaloy kere he don dey go be that. Oh yeah, on top the referee matter, the match 4 officials where they appoint for week 4 for the 2025-26 MPFL Football League season. That one they don't reveal am. We don't sabi who go be the referee, who go be the assistant referee. But before that update, na whole 7 minutes na in the hard to the game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest on top that levy. Oh yeah, now back to the MPFL. Abia Warriors àti Katsina United. Tani darí ayò, tani referee yẹn gangan. Na Ayeni Ridwan be the referee on top the level as e be so. The assistant referee go come be Justin Tukum. Assistant referee 2 Ojo Ayinde, while assistant 4th official go be Igwe Emmanuel. Oh yeah, the game between Kano Pillars and Rangers inko. The referee na Bawa Buhari, assistant referee na Buka Chiroma, assistant referee 2 na Aliu Usman, while the 4th official na Ibrahim Adams Boyi. The game between Plateau United and Remo Stars, the referee na Bashir Saido, the assistant referee na Yusuf Idabawa, the assistant referee 2 na Abdul Majid Olatunde, while the 4th official na Sada Abubakar. The game between Warri Wolves and Kwara United, the referee na Justin Egum, while the assistant referee 1 na Gaddafi Abubakar, assistant referee 2 na Ibeme Ifeanyi, while the 4th official na Ibaki Michael on top that one. Oh yeah, talk about the pride of Imo and they talk about the newcomers Kun Khalifat. You sabi say their own game against El Kanemi Warriors. Their referee na Kenneth Benjamin, assistant referee 1 na Zango Mohammed, assistant referee 2 Yahaya Ikara, while the 4th official na Adema Nelson on top that one. Oh yeah, FSN wọ́n say Ikorodu City àti Barao FC. The referee na Alassane Mustafa, the assistant referee na Faith Agbon, while the assistant referee 2 na Bako Adamu. That one, the 4th official na Uzoma Aloma. Oh yeah, the game where they go play today, the one between Bendel Insurance and Niger Tornadoes for 4 p.m. The referee na Adejumo Okpayemi, the assistant referee na Jim Abubakar, the assistant referee 2 na Felix Ogundiran, while the 4th official na Pascal Chidebere. In Nakon ask say Bayesa and the Yimbanko. The referee na John Ojele, assistant referee na Mohamed Sambu, assistant referee 2 na Oloyede Damilola, while the 4th official na Aziz Sunday Samuel on top that one. The Nasarawa United and Wiki Tourist, the referee na Abdul Majid Saidu, while the assistant referee 1 na Mohamed Yusuf, 2 na Anas Ibrahim, the 4th official na Mansour Ngaski on top that one. Oh yeah, the final one our own the game between Rivers United and Shooting Stars. That one where they go play tomorrow on top that one. The referee na who the center referee for the game between Rivers United and Shooting Stars na Eze referee. The assistant referee 1 na Michael Luba, assistant referee 2 na Solomon Idan, while the 4th official na Nwanzobili Justin. yeah, finally, before I come out for MPFL, that one be the Nigerian Premier Football League. 7 minutes to pay. Arsenal 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Rangers International Chief Coach, they talk about Eke Chuku. He don't do it, he don't talk you. He said, "Wo, ọkàn mi balẹ̀ o, bó ti jẹ́ pé mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ní sùúrù, ìyẹn yín boys sí tèmi." In Rangers International, that one when we dey welcome Kano Pillars. He said, "But ṣẹ́rí bó ṣe wà yẹn, ó yẹ ẹ má fọ́, no shaking, no fear on top the matter. The encounter where they go play tomorrow, Sunday, September 14, 2025. That one for the Sunday Abacha Stadium. The Rangers they talk. He say, Sherio, they're not small. Shugba wa flying antelope itself. Now opportunity for redemption in that game before us. So therefore, number one lesson the boys me. Now Coach AK they talk that one. He say number one, men are no underrate Kano Pillars. He say number two, men are chop bereavement because Kano Pillars they struggle this season. Tebawo Kano Pillars àwọn gan struggle this season tá wà yìí. So therefore, boys me Shegiri stand proper. No cause for alarm. Now so that one be on top that one. Oh yeah, with that update, I pack my load, come out, enter waiting, enter other matter. We concern sport before I return back to football. But before that one, oh yeah, Mark sharply giving this update. Yo, he say we dey talk about Team Nigeria. Before Team Nigeria, I dey talk about wrestling. Gaganio, new wrestling, yeah. Oh she come on lobby kakan. Nigeria preparation. That one for the 2025 World Wrestling Championship. You know the 2025 World Wrestling Championship will be going on in Zagreb, in Croatia. And as it be like this, it be like say we no go do it, we no go on top the level because he want to deny visa new. Àwọn mẹ́rin nínú àwọn tó yẹ kó kópa, and they talk about 4 athletes that should represent Team Nigeria has been denied the Croatian visa. On top it in an official appeal to the president of the United World Wrestling, the UWW, Honorable Daniel Igali. That's the president of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation, NFF. He has called the decision bewildering and profoundly unfair. He argued that it goes against the principle of equity, and universality that should govern global sport. The athletes affected include notable Nigerian champions and Olympians. Speaking about Genesis, Misene, Mercy, and also Gunsanya Tolulope Christiana, Ojo Damola Anna, and Izolo Steven Simon. Igali explained that the Croatian embassy's refusal on that concern is something we should be worried about.
Blink.
Oh yeah, away from that one to the World Athletics Championship. That one where they run off for Tokyo. The Nigerians contingent, some it smiles, some not yet. Well, the one of speaking about the smiling one. Nigerians, we don't book one final. Any new event, new short put. No be the short put where they your mind, you. Any other short put where they your mind, now you sabi the short put. You want more Cynthia. Jesse to yẹ mi gbà, to yẹ kí n gbà kan. Kò máa fi lámi lójú láńgù ìbíbẹ̀ yẹn. Nigerian's Chukwuebuka Enekwechi has booked his place in the men's shot put final at the ongoing 2025 World Athletics Championship in Tokyo presently after an impressive display in the qualification for the round played this early morning. Speaking about Saturday, the national record holder produced the best throw. A best throw of 20.83 meters in the opening session, which was good enough. Láti opening session, kéèyàn sì jó nǹkan tó máa gbé wọ final lọ. It was good enough to place him in 5th, that's in Group A, and 7th. throw was good enough to place him in 5th. That's in Group A and 7th overall. As among all competitors, the man comfortably surpassed the cutoff distance needed to reach the medal round. Chukwuebuka, who won silver for Nigeria at the 2022 Commonwealth Games, showed composure throughout his series, opening with 20.65 meters before improving on a 20.83 meters on his second attempt. Now his third throw was a safety effort as qualification was already assured. But he qualified in the first and second throw. Third one, to fulfill all righteousness. The 31-year-old competing in the 4th World Championship will now aim to become the first Nigerian to win a medal in the men's shot put at that level. Tirento win at that level though. He faced a strong field though. Àwọn tí ó kojú ẹja bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbàdúrà fún Ryan Crosser of the United States. Ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè New Zealand náà ìyẹn Tom Walsh. Ó wà níbẹ̀ yóò kojú ìyẹn náà. Ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Italy Zane Ware. He go face that one too on top that one. But let's wish am bọ̀bọ̀ tó start dáadáa. Wàá parí dáadáa. My guest is here, but before we get there, I told you there was drama concerning our very own Toby Amusan. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ championship yìí náà ni. Eléyìí tó ń lọ lórílẹ̀-èdè Tokyo. Okay, wọ́n ní Tokyo kì í ṣe orílẹ̀-èdè máa calm down.
S-Bling on the track.
Oh yeah, the thing take start. Orílẹ̀-èdè Japan ló ti ń lọ. So Japan, Tokyo inú Japan ló wà. Ó ti clear bẹ́yẹn. But what's the big deal? Well, mi nílé ju fọ́nrán yẹn síta. Ó ní àwọn gbólóhùn kan tí Tóbi lò nínú fọ́nrán yẹn. Kò ṣe pé ó burú o. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ mọ̀ wípé Wells Radio 89.3 FM àwọn ètò tó jẹ́ pé bàbá lè gbọ́, ìyá lè gbọ́, ọmọ lè gbọ́. Kò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ tó burú. Ṣùgbọ́n kò fi gbogbo ara ẹ ti mọ̀. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan ò fi gbogbo ara save fáwọn ọmọdé ń bẹ̀. Torí ẹ̀ ni mi ṣe ní lo fọ́nrán yẹn. Mi sì fẹ́ pa nǹkan kan rẹ́. Torí ẹ̀ ni ìbá ní kí n lò kí n edit ẹ̀ kí n parẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n yẹn ó lè alter message tó ń try láti pass. The Nigerians national champions and world record holder in the women's 100-meter hurdle, speaking about Toby Amusan, Omotiwa Gagan, she don't be rated the Athletic Federation of Nigeria. Àjọ tó ń rí sí pa ń sáré, ìyẹn àwọn eré ìdárayá ni o. Athletic Federation of Nigeria, AFN, ó ní AFN abẹ́ẹ̀ rí nǹkan ni. Talk say for providing poor quality kit to the athlete. Ṣé ẹ wo ẹ má jẹ́ ń tàn yín. Toby Amusan ní ẹ wò tẹ́ bá wo àwọn tó ń sáré fún orílẹ̀-èdè Jamaica. Oníṣẹ́ ní Jamaica àti Nàìjíríà. Ní èdè Tóbi ni o. Ó ní the same WhatsApp group lájọ wà. Bó ṣe pè nìyẹn mi ìfi nǹkan kan kún. Ó ní we are in the same WhatsApp group. That is Jamaica àti Nàìjíríà. Bàbá wa sọ̀rọ̀ WhatsApp group, that is to say ká mọ̀ fojú àwọn athlete wa rí Mabo Pro Max. Àwọn Jamaica náà wọ́n ní PhD nínú pé kán fojú àwọn athlete wọn kán fojú wọn rí Mabo kán ẹsẹ̀ mọ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀ fẹ́lẹ̀ kán mọ́ bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún yún. Ó ní ṣùgbọ́n ṣé wá rí bí Jamaica àti Nàìjíríà ṣe wà ní the same WhatsApp group yẹn. Ó ní ẹgbà ni ẹ lajà o. Ó ní ẹ wá wo ohun tí Jamaica fi package àwọn jersey àwọn sportswears ìyẹn tí wọ́n ń pè ní kit irú eléyìí tí coach Timmy wọ̀ yìí. Ó ní àwọn kit yẹn ó ń dùn mí ni mo ṣe ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ó ń dùn mí ni o. Tí n bá gba kit tèmi ibà. As the matter take be, ó ní ẹ wá wo kit tí Jamaica kó lẹ̀ fáwọn athlete wọn. Ó ní kéèsì náà fi gbé wá. Jamaica tí òun àti Nàìjíríà jọ wà ní WhatsApp group ni o. Ó ní that is to say ti Nàìjíríà tí ẹ̀ tún wá advance. Ó nítorí pé tẹ bá rí ti Nàìjíríà yẹn. Wọ́n kàn bá wa kó sínú nylon bag. Singlet méjì, boxers méjì. Underwear ó ti mọ tán pé underwear lédè Yorùbá ìlé lóyún lórí afẹ́fẹ́. Language tó lò tí mi fẹ́ lò lórí afẹ́fẹ́ nìyẹn. Ó ní ìyẹn náà méjì. Ó ní singlet dà kò sí. Ó ní àti podium wear ẹyọ kan. Ibi tó ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ẹ sì mọ̀ wípé pẹ́pẹ́ dem ò kí ń tán nu spọ́ọ̀tì. Lọ́mọ orílẹ̀-èdè USA nìyẹn bá kó tiẹ̀ wá. Blood of blood. Orí mi o. Bọ́ọ̀sì ló fi gbé wá bọ́ọ̀sì ńlá ló bá já bọ́ọ̀sì òun pa ní ẹ mọ àwọn báàgì bíi pé èèyàn fẹ́ travel out pé èèyàn fẹ́ jápa yẹn ló bá yọ báàgì yẹn nú bọ́ọ̀sì ló ní this is the kit nígbà tó yọ báàgì yẹn tán ẹni kí ló wà nú báàgì number 1 another small bag tí yẹn ní flag Nàìjíríà nínú ìyẹn number 1 water bottle tí wọ́n kó tí wọ́n domi sí ìkan fún water ìkan fún energy drink ó di méjì hand glove táwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ó wọ̀ in case tó tútù bá mú wọn kó 6 síbẹ̀ singlet táwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ó wọ̀ wọ́n kó 6 síbẹ̀ trackwear 6 tòkè 6 tìsàlẹ̀
Bling on the track.
shin guide tẹsẹ̀ torí tó bá ṣubú kó má bàa fẹsẹ̀ pa wọ́n kó 6 síbẹ̀ ẹnìkankan ni o podium wear wọ́n kó 4 síbẹ̀ àti so on àti so forth ẹ mọ̀jẹ̀ àsùn lórí ẹ̀. nàyín tóbi lọ́ba amúsàn ní sọ́tàn o tó bá wá yánsìn wá ní àwọn èèyàn switch allegiance ẹ ti mẹ́ni tó lọ́rọ̀ yẹn favour òfìlì nígbà tí yẹn ti kúrò lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà tí yẹn ti lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ orílẹ̀‐èdè Turkey wípé òun ló fẹ́ máa sáré fún ẹ mọ gbogbo drama tó ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú favour òfìlì ìyẹn ní tóbi amúsàn kò dárúkọ èèyàn ó kàn ní pé tó bá yá wá léèyàn switch allegiance ó ní ẹ wò Nigeria just have a way to disgrace you Nigeria just have a way to embarrass you ọ̀rọ̀ tí tóbi amúsàn sọ nìyẹn. Now from that angle I go welcome my guest today because it plenty things we want to talk about. In fact a fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa grassroots football tó pọ̀ gangan ẹ má worry ẹ má bẹ̀rù a sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn matches tó wà nílẹ̀ oríkẹ́ tó ní Adelere kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ first half ti parí àgbọ̀n kankan Arsenal 1 Nottingham Forest 0 náà ní pẹ̀lú 7 minutes added time courtesy of Martin Zubimendi ìyẹn ló yin rebound yẹn wọlé. ǹjẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ wípé Chelsea fúngbà àkọ́kọ́ àwọn ni first club tí wọ́n set record lóṣù táwa yìí kìí ṣe oṣù yìí gan ní season táwa yìí nítorí pé àwọn ni first club tó máa gbá 4 derby 4 ní wọ́n gba tẹ̀lé God abeg wọ́n mark ojú Chelsea. No time to check time. I have Coach Timileyin with me in the studio this wonderful afternoon, and together we'll talk about so many things, including the Emmanuel League Cup. Tàbá ń sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo Emmanuel League Cup yẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yẹn ti ń gbọ́ Coach Timi ó yá tẹ́ bá fẹ́ wo Coach Timi lórí ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ti Facebook yẹn gangan ibà màmá mi Kẹ́mi Eludipo I see you say well done bros mama dey call her pikin bros. Okay now. Thank you, Mama. All right, no time to check time. I have Coach Timmy in the studios with me this wonderful afternoon. And together we'll talk about so many sports-related topics, including his vision for grassroots. If you're talking about someone who really embraced grassroots sports, especially grassroots football, we'll talk about Coach the Timileyin Omoto Show. Good afternoon, Coach. How are you doing? How are you feeling this wonderful afternoon?
A beautiful afternoon to you, Mr. Sam Adelere.
Okay.
And a beautiful afternoon to you, our listeners at home. Thank you for listening to Welsh Radio. I mean, it's good to be back in the studio today.
Okay, it's good to be back in the studio today. A whole lot to talk about. Before we come to your side, let's start from Tobi Amusan. Before we come to speaking about who is Coach Timmy, what's Coach Timmy involved with, his love for grassroots sports, his fight against drug abuse, especially among young athletes. Let's talk about Tobi Amusan. This is something you walked in the studio hearing, listening to. Tobi Amusan has berated the Athletic Federation of Nigeria for the way they consistently embarrass their athletes. Now, this position has caused a form of controversy on social media. Some coming out to say, no, Tobiloba shouldn't have come out to make such a video clip because she's a brand. She's the world record holder. She's not the defending champion. In case, because Moria and post no, she's the defending champion. She's not the defending champion. She's the world record holder, 100 meters race. But she lost the title at the last run. So, but she's still with the world record. Yeah. Now, people are coming out to say she's a global brand, and which is true. That once she drops that kind of video, it sparks reaction. That she shouldn't have done that. At least Nigeria has given her a platform. Opinion new. ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ni ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ gangan ni ó kọjú síbì kan kànyìn síbì kan ni àwọn kan believe pé Nàìjíríà ti fún ní platform ìwọ́n tiẹ̀ tó tán bá fún ẹ ní kit olówó fowó ẹ̀ ra kit kò sáré fún Nàìjíríà that's all àwọn kan dẹ̀ sọ wípé call them out ó níbi tí mo mọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ torí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó fẹ̀ gan-an long week we get ó máa wọnú Super Eagles ó máa wọnú NFF olórọ̀ kan tí Mikel Obi sọ à ń bọ̀ ń bẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tí Tóbilọ́ba sọ pé AFN Athletic Federation of Nigeria they consistently find a way to embarrass their athletes. What's your position? What's your view?
Well, my view is this. Is it just AFN? Is it just AFN that consistently embarrass athletes? How about Super Eagles? How about footballers? How about
The NFF.
I mean the NFF? I mean we've had so many embarrassments as a nation, as a sports-loving nation. So for Tobi Amusan, I mean a global icon like herself, to come out publicly, that is to tell you that, I mean, a whole lot might have happened on the ground that she did not come out to say. And at this point, you know, at times when things happen and you are passionate about this thing, the people who are supposed to support you, provide the necessary amenities, are not providing it. Instead, they are frustrating you. There's a point, you will get to a point where you will just have to voice out. So for me, I see it from the angle that Tobi Amusan wants a change. And of course, we can see she's not speaking for herself. She's speaking for all the athletes. I mean, she has made her own name. How about the ones that are still coming up? How about the ones that have not been able to get to the heights they are supposed to get to because of lack of these amenities? If Nigeria does not provide Tobi with anything again, she has become who she... Yes, we appreciate the platform she has been given thus far, but she's made already, and she did not stay in that position of, okay, I've been made already.
Another thing, Coach Timofeke touch ni pe, most of these athletes, especially our big brand, they don't train in Nigeria. So, fún àwọn tó ń sọ wípé àti fún wọn ní platform, yes, we give them the platform to represent, but it's not like they are outrightly training here. Kì í ṣe pé wọ́n train níbí báyìí. Now, at the last Olympics, we had one of the bicycle race. Ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ láàrin Arsenal àti Nottingham Forest di méjì sódò. Victor Gyökeres, he don do wetin, he don score courtesy of one beautiful assist from Eberechi Eze. Wọ́n try láti wò bóyá Eze wà ní offside àbí ò sí ní offside, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ti ṣe kí ni, wọ́n ti ka ìyẹn lọ. Victor Gyökeres, mask celebration yẹn ó ti fún yín jẹ ìyẹn ọmọ Arsenal ìgara. All right, back to what we're discussing now. Tobiloba Amusan now, most of them don't train here. They train there and represent us. Now, the last Olympics, there was various controversy. Arawan in favor of Philly, who is now representing Turkey. Now, I remember, I don't want to go too deep so that we have time to talk about Timileyin Omotosho properly and his brand, and because we are talking about grassroots now. And these are the things that affect even grassroots.
Exactly.
These are the things that affect grassroots now. You will be a not grassroots, me, she just see me. These are the things that affect grassroots. Don't do your deal. Now, the point is, bicycle race, at the velodrome race, ní kẹ̀kẹ́ tá fi máa train. Débi tá máa ní kẹ̀kẹ́ tá fi máa sáré. They had to go borrow tó lè sáré pẹ̀lú kẹ̀kẹ́. Torí tá bá ń sọ pé à ń fún wọn ní platform, wọ́n ní láti lọ yá kẹ̀kẹ́ lára àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Germany counterpart wọn bẹ̀ yẹn láti train. Ẹ dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí wọ́n gbé first. Let's look at the psychological, and you know that athletics at times psychology ni kíni. Now, a lọ yá kẹ̀kẹ́ ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ favour òfìlì orúkọ ẹ̀ mysteriously ó disappear ní 100-meter hurdle.
Mi ò rò pé alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ nìyẹn.
And the fact ibi tí mo tẹ̀ wá ń lọ ẹjẹ́ àti ẹ̀gbàgbé number of times kankan tí ẹ̀ dì yẹn mú ṣoṣo. The federation told us, the presidency told us, the sports commission told us that ẹ má worry, head will roll. Head kankan roll. Nobody left office. In fact, rather than kẹ́nìkan wá be a responsibility yẹn that okay, it's our mistake, we are sorry, apologize. Wọ́n tún point fingers ni. When the news was in the pipeline that Favour Philly will be joining Turkey, The AFN came out to tell us it's practically impossible that Favour Philly is going nowhere. That because she's representing Nigeria, her name is this, there is grant for her, there's this. When Favour Philly ended up joining them, and Favour Philly said it's not for the money, but for so many things.
Of course.
Now the AFN came out and said, okay, she actually joined Turkey because of money. And if she wants to go, she should go. We have a lot. Now, this saga, Ojade. Taba sọ pé wọ́n fún wọn ní platform níbi tí àwọn tẹ́yàn sọ wípé àwa ti Jamaica nínú fídíò yẹn mi ìfẹ́ lo
platform yàtọ̀ sí pé orúkọ
okay.
nǹkan mi wo ni Nigeria ń fáwọn athletes.
That's the question I'm asking. Because
what infrastructures are in place for these guys to train and compete?
Train at
that level. John Tololong, let's mention about, names of athletes that started in Nigeria. They were discovered in Nigeria, they trained in Nigeria, and from there, they represented Nigeria at the Olympics without training outside the country. And that's a challenge. So which means for our athletes to perform at the world level, which means we now need to depend on infrastructures from other countries. So it's all about, we just need to come back to the grassroots. We need to come back home, not just football, not just athletics, but let's look at it. What exactly is wrong with our system, and let us fix it. So, Emil, I'm still of the opinion that is exactly what Tobi Amusan is trying. That is the message she's trying to pass across. So, and all the people involved, they should check themselves, and whatever needs to be done, let's do it. It's not that we don't have what it takes. We have the athletes. We have the money. But what is happening to it? Why are we not doing it? And that is the question that needs to be asked and answered.
Let's leave why are we not doing it. Let's come to what we should do. And at least let's discuss what somebody is doing. And that's Omotosho Timileyin. Your love for grassroots football, where did it come from? For grassroots sports, where did it come from? Or should we say, àwọn Yorùbá máa sọ pé tọ́wọ́ ẹni ò bá tí ì tẹ kúdà èèyàn ò kí ń béèrè kinní kan àbí kinní kan. Should we say torí pé that money is coming, I know that breakthrough is coming, but should we say because you've not really, or when that's exposure later money when we blow when that thing happen, say you go abandon grassroots sports? Where the interest in grassroots, where did it spring from?
Okay, thank you. Let me say that I don't want to blow, I want to grow. Because when you blow, you will find it difficult to sustain the momentum. But when you grow,
you won't skip some things.
You won't skip some. I believe in growth. I believe that you should start from somewhere and then gradually go from level 1 to level 2, level 3, and get to level 100. Now, if you observe, people who get to the peak of their career, and after getting to the peak of their career, they didn't grow, they blew. But if you observe people who grew, someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, he grew to that level. So, Oshoro from Cristiano Ronaldo, Lati Jabo. So, that's for me. Now, my love for, because I am a growth-oriented person, kò sí level tí èmi máa dé, mo gbàdúrà lórúkọ Jésù pé mo máa dé ibi tí mo fẹ́ dé. And tí n bá débẹ̀ tán, èmi ò lè gbàgbé grassroots. And the reason is this: I have seen what the grassroots coaches are going through. I have seen what the grassroots players and athletes are going through. So, if God gives me the opportunity to get to that international level, I am not one that will forget where I started from, because I have gone through the rank and file of grassroots. I have grown from local government to state level to national and then international. So, and the vision is simple. The vision is clear. Create platform for grassroots footballers to be seen and located at the international level. And that is one of the things that gave birth to Emmanuel League Cup, where we have given hundreds of young talents the platform to showcase their talent. And you've seen these boys play. So what the next phase is now, okay, these international bodies, can we then, we've seen the organization, we've seen the talent, now to bring international bodies to come and say, okay, this is what we have. See these boys, how do we take them to the international level? Okay, the ones that are not there yet, how do we support them? The ones that need financial support, how do we support them? The ones that need support in terms of kids, education, whatever is needed, because talent is not enough. There are other things that needs to be put together so that these boys can maximize their potentials. And that is the vision from me.
Okay, speaking about the vision, you're a coach. Aside the Emmanuel League Cup, which is a platform, you run a football academy, to say. How has it been easy managing football academy? Number one, when we talk about scouting talent from grassroots, what are the measures you put in place to scout talent from grassroots? Bóyá ẹnìkan jókòó sí ìdùnnú náà wò pé ó fẹ́ ní football academy, ó ń ronú, or a fẹ́ tó àwọn ọmọ jọ, báwo lẹ ṣe ń ṣe? How have you been able to do that?
My brother, the truth of the matter is that it's not easy. And the most important thing, especially in Nigeria, you have to be passionate about this thing. If you are not passionate about it,
so many things can frustrate you.
So many things can frustrate
you.
Exactly. If Tobi Amusan, if she
at
does
that
not have
level,
at that level, if she's still feeling frustrated, now imagine your frustration, you go through. Unlike, outside the country, where there is financial support and so many support for grassroots football.
In all fairness, it's not like Tobi Amusan cannot buy that kit.
Of course. She has the money. She has, she's a brand ambassador for a couple of brands. So she's not talking for herself. She's not talking, I don't think she's talking for herself. She's talking for thousands of athletes all over the nation. So, to be a coach, grassroots coach in Nigeria, it's not easy. You have to be passionate about it, because so it was the passion that actually that brought me here. Growing up, I wanted to be a professional footballer, but I didn't have the necessary support. So it was all about academics, and I appreciate my parents for that, because the academic background that I have is actually standing me out now as a coach. So by the time I became a little bit free, of course, Ojotilo, so I couldn't play professional football anymore. So okay, so what can I do? Because this passion is still there. And one thing I tell people is this: that you have passion for football does not mean you must become a professional footballer. There are so many things you can do in football. You can become a coach, just like myself. You can become a manager. You can become a scout. You can become a referee. You can become an administrator. You can even become a financier. Because there are people like that. They have the money, but they don't have the technical know-how. Okay, they find someone who has the technical know-how. Okay, give him the money, sign one or two documents, and before you know it, things are going smoothly. Okay, so, but for me, I didn't have the money, but I have the passion. I have the coaching skills. So I went for coaching course, and I found my way one way or the other. I asked questions from people who have gone before me. And we are where we are today. It hasn't been easy.
Where we are today, we have the Emmanuel League Cup. Emmanuel League Cup. How did you come about Emmanuel League Cup? You are into an association of coaches, which you'll talk about. But how did the idea of Emmanuel League Cup, how did it come through?
Okay, as a member of the Southwest Coaches Association, I've seen a lot of things, and my team has played quite a handful of competitions. But then, deep inside of me, I felt like something is still missing.
So your team was already on ground before Emmanuel League Cup?
Of course. African Vision has been around since, so many years ago. So it wasn't Emmanuel League Cup that established African Vision. In fact, I came in to join African Vision. So, there was I felt something is missing in so many ways. So I felt, okay, if these things are missing, for example, the kind of reward we give to players, the quality of organization, so many things. Okay, so I felt, okay, because there is this saying that if you want a change, you be the change, which was part of what led to the idea of Emmanuel League Cup. And also, of all the competitions that we've been playing, I have not seen one where we used the platform of the competition to create a campaign against drug abuse, which was why I'm like, okay, all right. And we see these things happen. But someone must stand up. Someone must start the campaign, because we can't let it continue. The truth of the matter is that these things, it's just like what we said earlier, grow and blow. A player wants to perform just suddenly. You have not trained to that level. And so therefore you decide to use performance enhancement. And at the long run, it will have adverse effects on your system, thereby reducing your chances of becoming the best you can be. And by the grace of God, God has helped us. Last year, we brought in a psychotherapist to talk to the boys about these things. And this year, by God's grace, this year, we decided that, okay, it's going to be a 3-in-1 program. We are not just going to have the football competition. So now, apart from Emmanuel League Cup, I also run a non-governmental organization, Da Crystal International, where for the past 6 years, we've been teaching young people about so many topics ranging from personal development, spiritual growth, and what have you. So this year we decided that, okay, so from Da Crystal, we usually organize a 7-day personal development program. So this year we decided, okay, we're going to have a 3-in-1 program. First, the 7-day program we do have from Da Crystal, we call it What Next. The idea of What Next is actually to equip fresh secondary school leavers for the next stage of their life. So we felt, okay, this year, let's not just limit it to fresh secondary school leavers. Let's bring in the footballers, because the things we teach these secondary school leavers, these footballers also need them. Okay, so we add that. We add that first. That was before Emmanuel League started. We added on. Okay, we started on Monday 18th and we ended on Sunday 24th of August 2025. It was after that we started the Emmanuel League Cup. So now we are going into the third phase. We've had What Next? We've had Emmanuel League Cup. Now the third one is soft skill acquisition, because we also believe that these footballers can also be equipped beyond football. So in the next few weeks, we'll be teaching them things like graphics design, video editing. We'll teach them how to use Fiverr and Upwork, data analytics, data science. We're also going to teach them LinkedIn profitization, social media management, branding, and even AI. Because these boys have phones, but what are they doing with it? Can we equip them? Can we teach them how they can legitimately use their phone to make money?
That's a life outside football.
A life outside football. Because if we can empower these boys also, the support they will expect from us, one way or the other, will reduce. It will also take them away from social vices. So this is it.
Okay, that's a huge one, a big explanation there. We've talked about how you did identify and recruit talented young players from local communities. Let's go there. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. How then do you identify this local talent?
Okay, for me, now there was the way we identify players is actually dynamic. For me, being an educationist, first, boys from the schools I work, when they come to me, because I'm also the football coach of my school, and from there, we identify some of them. Some of them come to me personally to say, Coach, please, I need this, I need this, I need this. And also from church. Now, also from the stadium. I think there was a time some boys just came to the stadium and they came to play set. So I was somewhere and I was looking at them. I scouted about 2 or 3 of them. After the set, I called them and I said, guys, this thing you are playing with, you can make a good career out of it. And they were like, coach, I don't have this, I don't have that. You don't worry, come. When you come, we'll see what we can do for you. And with that, we've been able to scout them.
When you say come, we'll see what we can do for you. Emmanuel League Cup, how has it been easy with sponsorship?
Well, I would say when there is a will, there is always a way. When the vision for Emmanuel League Cup came, I told God, I said, God, you know, say I don't get anything. And God said, the giver of the vision will always provide the provision. And sincerely, it has been, God has been faithful. Most of the people that have supported Emmanuel League Cup, starting from our very own CEO, Evangelist Mrs. Lillian Badimosi, it has been a divine connection. Up to IBDC. IBDC has been amazing. Last year, IBDC supported Emmanuel League Cup. This year, IBDC supported again. It has just been amazing. And okay, another platform that I use is LinkedIn, because I'm a LinkedIn expert. So, and by virtue of LinkedIn, I have some international connections. Some organizations that I work with on a part-time basis. So I'm also able to approach them that, look, I have this vision to do this, to do that. Can you support? So it has basically been using my personal influence, using my personal connections, one way or the other. And then one way or the other, some people will just hear and say, okay, Coach Timmy, we heard you want to do this, you want to do that. How can we come in? And okay, this is what is available. This is what we want to do. This is what we have. And before you know it, we come in. And of course, we trust God that now imagine if with the support we've had thus far, we are able to achieve this. Now imagine if we have more. Because one of the things that is in my mind is this. I believe strongly, because I am educated, and I believe strongly that being a professional footballer should not stop you from being educated. In fact, I look at footballers that have gone ahead and I try to compare them. For example, look at someone like Sheyolo Finjano. Compare the kind of life he is living after professional life. Compare him to someone like JJ Okocha or Nwankwo Kanu. What makes the difference? Education. So I believe footballers should also be educated. At least, be educated to secondary school. Yeah, you might not have the privilege to go to university, but at least. Because you cannot play football for the rest of your life. No. Cristiano Ronaldo is 41. 40. Is it 40? Okay, he's 40 now. He wants to play World Cup 2026. He'll be 41 by the end of World Cup. Okay. Someday, he will leave football. The same thing with these boys. When you leave football, what do you fall back on? It is your education that will help you then. In fact, your education can also have a positive impact on your performance, even as a professional. So, by God's grace, it's still a very big vision for me that not will we only organize the competition, but we'll give scholarship to players. That, you are interested in going to school. All right, no problem. We'll find a school for you. We'll pay for the tuition. And let's just support these boys as much as possible.
Okay, one of your sponsors, which is our very own mommy here, our mother, Evangelist, Mrs. Lillian Badimosi. We appreciate her too.
Yes, we do.
Okay, you want to say something?
Yes, I want to. I want to specially appreciate her. She's been an amazing mother to me personally, and to my brand. I just want to use this opportunity to say, Mommy, thank you so much.
Okay, let's go for a short break there. When we come back, we'll give you fixtures that will be coming on today at the game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest at the Emirates. It's still 2 goals to nil rather, I beg your pardon there. Courtesy of goals from Zubimendi and Victor Gyökeres in that regard. It's World's Weekend Total Sport, and shortly we'll still continue. We have Coach Timmy. He's going nowhere to tell us so much about grassroots, because it's high time we talk about stars. Or possible. In fact, Ninu Temi, my own opinion, no World Cup. Larantan Soniye. She time code wato Kawawasi grassroots. Kasha wa gba ballers. Abi ballers koni problem. We'll still talk about that. He's a sports stakeholder, so he will speak his own mind too. Shed NFF, Nika Buni, about footballers. When we come back, the shows continue. We'll be right back.
89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
How long will it take you to confirm payment? I have been waiting for the past 1 hour.
I'm so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data.
Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service.
One Data?
Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa tewétegbò Yẹmí dé ọ̀jìnmìnì nípa ètò ìlera Yẹmí ọmọ Olúṣọládé.
ọ̀rọ̀ tó mọ́gbọ́n wá.
agbára wà nínú ewé àtegbò kí wá ṣe ewé àtegbò yẹ kí wọ́n ti ṣe research sínsìn o yẹ pé ó rẹ̀ ti wà established.
statistics tó péye.
jẹ́jẹ́ mọ̀ pé worldwide iye àwọn adult ìyẹn àgbàlagbà tí ó ní ìtọ̀ ṣúgà is around 537 million.
ọ̀rọ̀ tó fúnni ní bùkún tó yẹ kóró.
ewédú náà ti mú lọ yẹn o wọ́n ti fi ṣe tablet wọ́n ń tà báyìí wọ́n ló ń wo cancer ewédú jẹ́ pé a máa rà lọ́jà tá a máa jẹ.
ẹ pàdé Yẹmí ọmọ Olúṣọlá Dr. Sayeb ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Thursday ní alẹ́ ní aago 8:30 lórí ìkànnì rédíò West 89.3 FM ní ìlú Ìbàdàn.
àlàáfíà wa kò ní di fíafíà.
Boost your business with Wells Radio 89.3 FM. In a competitive world of business, strategic brand and product positioning is key to growth. Don't remain unseen in the shadows. Shine a spotlight on your brand with Wells Radio 89.3 FM today. Why Wells Radio? We are your state's #1 family radio station. We connect with the heart of families in your state. As the smallest unit of the society, families trust Wells Radio for quality content and information. Visit us today along Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Our white and blue building just before Sharp Corner ensures your business won't go unnoticed. Advertise with us today. Call our marketing office on 0903 936 8185. Call Toby on 0803 509 3394. Yomi on 0706 616 5053. Take the leap today. Let Wells Radio 89.3 FM be the megaphone for your business success. You won't regret it.
Welcome back. It's the World's Weekend Total Sports on World's Radio 89.3 FM. Your awesome radio. That's your preferred awesome radio. still very much the same. 74 minutes of gameplay at the Emirates. Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 0. At 3 p.m. Nigerian time, Bournemouth will take on Brighton and Wolves Albion. Crystal Palace will take on Sunderland same time. Everton and Aston Villa is 3 p.m. Fulham and Leeds will be 3 p.m. Newcastle will welcome Wolves 3 p.m. Then West Ham will take on Tottenham Hotspur 5:30. The final game will see Chelsea travel all the way down to take on Brentford 8 p.m. Then in the Spanish La Liga, it's 2-0. Speaking about the game between Getafe and Real Oviedo, it's halftime there. Real Sociedad and Real Madrid will be 3:15 p.m. Athletic Club and Deportivo Alaves is 5:30 this evening, while Atletico de Madrid and the Metropolitanos will welcome Villarreal 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Straight up to the Italian Serie A, Cagliari and Parma is still goalless in 6 minutes of gameplay. Juve and Inter Milan, a top game to be played today, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Then Fiorentina will welcome SSC Napoli 7:45 p.m. Away from there to the German Bundesliga, FC EDM will take on Borussia Dortmund 2:30. All games are 2:30 except the final game, meaning EDM and Dortmund the same time 2:30. Freiburg will take on Stuttgart. Mainz will take on RB Leipzig. Union Berlin will take on Hoffenheim. Wolfsburg will take on Cologne 2:30. Then the final game will be between Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena, where Bayern Munich will welcome Hamburger SV 5:30 Nigerian time. Then straight up to the French League on, Nice will take on Nantes. Nice and Nantes will be 4 p.m. Auxerre and Monaco will be 8:05. And moving away from there, games will be coming up tomorrow. Starting up with the Nigerian Premier Football League once again. Abia Warriors will take on Katsina United. Bayelsa will take on Eyimba. Kano Pillars will welcome Enugu Rangers to the Sani Abacha Stadium. Kun Khalifat will take on El Kanemi Warriors at the Eyimba Stadium, while Nasarawa United will take on Wiki Tourist. Plateau United will take on defending champions Remo Stars. Warri Wolves will take on Kwara United, while Shooting Stars will take on Rivers United. All these games are 4 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday. Then 5:30 we'll see Ikorodu City take on newcomers Barao FC. In the Spanish La Liga, tomorrow, Sunday, Celta Figo will take on Girona 1 p.m. Levante will take on Real Betis 3:15 rather, while Osasuna will take on Real Vallecano 5:30. Barcelona will take on Valencia 8 p.m. Nigerian time. In the Italian Serie A, we'll see Roma take on Torino 11:30 a.m. Atalanta, yes, and a big news in case you don't know. After a long drama between Atalanta and Ademola Lookman, Atalanta has allowed Lookman to start full training with the first team squad. Well, Atalanta will take on Lecce 2 p.m. Nigerian time. Pisa newcomers will take on Udinese 2 p.m. Sassuolo and Lazio will be 5 p.m. tomorrow, while AC Milan will take on Bologna 7:45 p.m. In the German Bundesliga, 2 games to come up tomorrow. St. Pauli versus Augsburg 2:30, while Gladbach will take on Werder Bremen 4:30. In French League on, Lille and Toulouse will be 2 p.m. Brest will welcome Paris FC, not Paris Saint-Germain. We have 2 Paris clubs in France now. That's in the French League on. We have the PSG Paris Saint-Germain and we have the Paris FC. Now Brest will take on Paris FC 4:15 p.m. while Metz will take on Angers same time 4:15. Then PSG Paris Saint-Germain, the world UEFA champions, will take on Lens 4:15 p.m. Strasbourg will take on Le Havre 4:15. Then the last game will be between Rennes and Lyon 7:45. And from there, let's go straight up to the English Premier Football League. Just 2 games to come tomorrow. First will be the game between Burnley and Liverpool 2 p.m. Nigerian time. Then Manchester City in what promises to be a cracker, the Manchester Derby. We'll see Pep Guardiola welcome Ruben Amorim's boys Manchester United to the Etihad 4:30 Nigerian time. It's 4:30 p.m. Don't forget, it's the first game for Ange Postecoglou with Nottingham Forest. But the first game is not going according to pattern because Arsenal and Fikini were lower. Free kick to Gunners. Wise one, Declan Rice decided to square it off onto the box, and it's a goal. Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0, with Zubimendi a brace. ti fẹnu pé kíní ẹ̀ wá Arsenal fans. She said Azar. All right, Coach Timmy, we are still together. We have less than 10 minutes together, but let's quickly utilize it. Let's talk about drug abuse. Where did your stand against drug abuse for youth, especially young athletes? Where did it come from?
As far as I'm concerned, it's a no. It's a no. I mean, if you have to, then it has to be prescribed, either by your team physician or by a doctor. But specifically, unprescribed performance enhancement drugs is a no, and I stand firmly against it.
Okay. Quickly, what strategies have you used so far? Like the one we did see at the Emmanuel League Cup, to promote healthy lifestyle for young athletes?
It starts by talking to these boys, letting them know, look, this thing is not good. These are the side effects, giving them examples of people that have gone through that and what ended their career. Because when you give people examples, examples help a lot.
An example is Mikhailo Mudryk presently with Chelsea.
Paul Pogba as well. Well, thank God Paul Pogba, one way or the other, was able to get back his career.
But the prime time is off.
But the prime time is off, and the lost days cannot be retrieved.
Okay, let's move away from there. We have very short time. What do you believe in developing local coaches? Let's leave the players. Local coaches this time around.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Local coaches.
Okay.
What do you think should be put in place to develop local coaches? The same way you're scouting for talent, but you scout for talent and players. And sort of coaches in saying, the coach. So a minister by say, I won't become coach. So what do you think you have to put in place to develop local coaches from the grassroots perspective?
Sincerely, for me, I believe just as we are supporting the players, we should also support the coaches. Yes, from our own end, as much as possible, as the organizer of Emmanuel League Cup, as we are encouraging the footballers, of course, we are also encouraging the coaches. So but this is not something that one person can do alone. But of course, it starts with someone. So it's just a call on football lovers and stakeholders to come out and support you. You know, one coach or the other, support them. Try as much as possible. Support them with providing one or two amenities. Support them financially. Support them with training amenities. Support them with connections.
In short, what local coaches need is support.
Exactly. Because you
can't support la
fufi
nidi aribito bawade lori Super Eagles.
Well, Baba Gbokpewa.
Well, moving away from there, I won't say more than that. Moving away from there quickly, let's talk about your own personal coaching philosophy. Raymond Tonotono tagged you as the Pep Guardiola of Nigeria, looking at your style, especially looking at the Emmanuel League Cup last season. That's the season 1 of the Emmanuel League Cup. Play from the back. Long ball. Where did that come from?
Where that came from? Now, yes, calling me Pep Guardiola, I believe I'm a combination of Pep Guardiola and Carlo Ancelotti. I don't believe in... if you've watched my matches, you will observe that my boys rarely kick ball. No. I believe in build-up.
Teamwork.
I believe in teamwork. Egbe bọ́ọ̀lù yìí sílẹ̀, ẹja gbá. That's my... Kì í ṣe tom-tom. Kì í ṣe lollipop tá ńlá. Ẹgbẹ́lẹ̀. And then bọ́ọ̀ bó ṣe wà yẹn, ó sáré jẹ́yàn lọ. So, and then, of course, there is time for everything. Ìgbà wà tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ la. Ìgbà wà tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ gbélẹ̀. But tó bá ti wá di pé gbogbo gbà ẹ̀ ń la, ẹ̀ ń lead 3-0 gan, ẹ̀ ṣì ń la. And then at times, opponent tí yàn bá ń bá play náà, ó máa ń determine nǹkan tí yàn máa play. But tíìmù tó ń bá play, ó ti ń lead 1-0. Wọn ò dẹ̀ lágbára jù ẹ lọ. Ó dàbí ẹni pé nísìnyí, ìwọ wà ní second position. Òun bá tíìmù tó wà ní 15 àbí 16, òun bá wọn play. Ó dẹ̀ ti ń lead 1-0, ó dẹ̀ tún ṣe ń lá bọ́ọ̀lù. Ẹ gbé bọ́ọ̀lù lẹ̀. Especially as a grassroots coach, let's see what these boys can really do.
It will
help them to grow. And then with the kind of brand I am building, you don't know who is watching. You don't know. there was a particular day. Okay, the day we played that we had Born Legend versus Swallows. I never knew a scout was in the stadium. Even on the day of the final, there was a scout, but the person did not inform me. So if you look at Europe, what kind of pattern do they play in Europe? Is it just clearing ball? No. We want to see your ability to control the ball, pass, move off the ball. Because as far as I'm concerned, I am not building players just for the sake of it. I'm building players that will play in Europe. So that is why I am instilling in them what is expected of them in Europe. That's why I'm instilling in them the usage of ball, your movement off the ball, and your work rate. These are the things. These are some of the basics that is being looked out for when you go there, so that when you eventually have the opportunity, scouting program, expect to the bomb, expect to pass to pass.
Okay, let's leave there and let's go to the Nigerian Football Federation before we wrap it off. Super Eagles, no World Cup, not all team. Anything can happen. Actually, match meji. Highest point tally needs 17 points. In Yeti, South Africa but lose the last 2 games. On Benin Republic, no but lose the last 2 games. So anything can happen. But Eja fi anlo alo. Ibita bade pẹ̀lú Super Eagles. Tanika naka bukusi. NFF immediately after that game, they dropped a press release which has now been deleted, blaming Cyril Desas and William Troost-Ekong. Everyone came out to say, Then the General Secretary of the Football Federation said, our press release. Who are we to blame? The coaches, the players, or the federation? Quickly.
For me, I won't say the players. I won't put it on the players only. Yes, it's Pogba and Bello Bawi, Latori NFF. Lọ́dọ̀ ti tèmi, tá bá ní pé ká bá coach wí, that if he's not capable, then why did you employ him? And if you have employed him, yes, he also has his own share of the blame. But as far as I'm concerned, it all boils down to NFF. If we don't go to this World Cup, that would be the second time in a row.
Consecutive. A team that
are you telling me
produced 2 African world best and 2 African best? Are
you telling me that it is still the coaches? Are you telling me that it is still the coaches that have, for the past 8 years? You can't put it on the coaches. Is it the same set of players that we've had all through the 8 years? But is it the same administration that we've had? Is it the same NFF? Is it the same country? So for me, it starts from administration. And I was very happy when I saw online that JJ Okocha is contesting for NFF.
Well, to break your heart there, JJ Okocha has come out to say he's not interested in that position.
Why is he not interested?
Well known to him.
It would have been amazing to see someone like JJ Okocha at NFF. We saw what Samuel Eto'o-Fields is doing in Cameroon.
But Eto'o-Fields is having controversy in Cameroon with the Football Federation. With the Ministry of Sports, rather.
Now, that is to tell you that, look, there is more to these things. There is more to it. Are you telling me that someone like Samuel Eto'o-Fields, with the kind of exposure and experience, with the kind of fantastic career he had as a footballer, does not know what to do
to put Africa on the
global
stage?
Cameroon on the global stage? So what are the things hindering him? So maybe JJ Okocha has also seen that, and that's why Baba say,
okay, well, it's high time. I have to release my coach. It's been beautiful. It's been interesting having you on the show this wonderful afternoon.
You did not talk about my Victor now.
Leave your Victor to where Raymond is having. Raymond will address your Victor guy. But before we go, when am I getting my jersey? You're on there. Everybody don't go because Mama will wash you. So when am I getting my jersey? Now the hot seat. That one where you sit down on top since morning, since
cold
seat. Talk away, I go get this jersey where you wear. I lori WhatsApp, lori Facebook stream. Then talk at me, everybody here.
Okay. Mr. Sam Adelere. Oda. I'm a sorrow lẹ́yìn ètò. Ọjọ́ ń lọ.
You won't use NFF for me.
Oda mo gbà pé ẹ ti béèrè jẹ́sí lọ́wọ́ mi. Ẹ má wọ̀nyí máa fún yín jẹ́sí. Ó lè má jẹ́ ilé gangan o. But máa fún yín jẹ́sí.
Okay, you don't talk that one. Because he get wetin me I wan collect this one for, but he say he go give me Jesse. Tí àwọn fixtures yẹn ò bá ti sí orí ètò náà báyìí, I go call you out. All right, it's nice having you on the show. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, a quick one before we go. That's Coach Timileyin Omotosho, the visionary for the Emmanuel League Cup. Eléyìí tá a ṣe ní gbogbo bí ọ̀sẹ̀ bíi méjì sẹ́yìn ṣe bá ṣe ìrántí ọkọ̀ tún jẹ̀bùn lórí ẹ̀. Má wọrí láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà ẹ rí fọ́nrán rẹ̀ lórí Wells Television. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tí ì darapọ̀ mọ́ Wells Television mi mọ́ tẹ́ ń dúró dé o. Má wọrí sport ń bọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ẹ lọ sórí ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ti YouTube kẹ́ wá search fún Wells Television kò jù ẹ má fi rédíò sí o ẹ má kọ Wells Radio Television Wells Television ẹ bá ti wá rí ó yà yín ti sport kẹ́ tẹ subscribe button yẹn straight up ẹ já gbé kinní ọ̀hún rìn sharply standard. Ẹ jẹ́ n sáré fún yín ní 1 or 2. Enzo Maresca akọ́nimọ̀ọ́gbá ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Chelsea ó ti confam pé ìwọ uncle bọ̀dá Sterling àti ọmọdé tiẹ̀ bọ̀dá Alex Disasi ṣẹ́rẹ́ yín méjèèjì ẹ̀ sínú pílánù mi o mo ti ní ẹ kúrò kí sọ́mà tó parí ẹ̀ ráyè kúrò ṣẹ́rẹ́ yín méjèèjì ẹ lọ́mọ tírẹ̀nì ní kọ̀rọ̀ kan. Wọ́n ní sà ibi fíìdì táwọn senior first team ti ń train kọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ rí yín bẹ́ẹ̀. Enzo Maresca has seen Sterling and Disasi away from his major squad this season. While a quick one in the world of transfer has it's going hot this wonderful afternoon. Everton are hopeful they can sign England winger Jack Grealish from Manchester City for a figure lower than 50 million fee. They agreed as part of the 30-year-old loan deal. That's for the Toffees. While Manchester United are one of the clubs weighing up a January transfer move for Crystal Palace midfielder Adam Wharton. Tabansoro Wharton yìí. In fact, àti ìmọ̀ nǹkan tó fẹ́ gbá o. Torí ọmọ 21-year-old yìí. Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Crystal Palace àti Man City ló ń lé ọmọ tá à ń sọ yìí. Àbí Adam Wharton tá à ń wò ní Crystal Palace náà kọ́ ni. Bóyá ó ní nǹkan tí wọ́n ń rí ó yẹ kí n tiẹ̀ bí coach Ọmọ́tọ̀ṣọ́. Àwọn coach àti scout wọ́n ti lè rí nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ sìn. While Chelsea tried to sign Ghana winger Monsoro Mohamed Kudus before he joined Tottenham in the summer, but could not persuade West Ham to accept a player plus cash. Chelsea fẹ́ ṣe player plus cash. West Ham ní ẹ mọ́ gbèrú wà látẹ̀yìn. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti lè sanwó straight ẹ wá bí gbà ń ti yín. Ẹni kíni?
Kọ́lọ̀ fún wọn ní Sterling.
Kọ́lọ̀ kẹ́ wá ṣe wá bí Arsenal. Bẹ́ẹ̀ rí Arsenal ṣe ń jó lọ́wọ́ yìí. Wọ́n ti dá Sterling padà, wọ́n ti lọ gbé àwọn ọmọ tó sàbí. Mark on they go out. But before then, Liverpool and Manchester United are among the number of clubs keeping tabs on Ajax 17-year-old teenage star. Speaking about Jothi Mokio, who has already been capped by Belgium and can play at the back of the midfield. Then Borussia Dortmund could try to permanently sign Argentine defender Aaron Alcermino from Chelsea. Remember, he's on loan. Arsenal pushing for a 4th goal, but the goalkeeper says no. That should be a foul. But goalkeeper was smart to let it draw card in Bengal. Well, let me go home. Time don't reach you. Special shout out to Coach Omotosho for being on the show and everyone who had taken time to listen and enjoy the show this wonderful afternoon. Until tomorrow when we meet again, not tomorrow actually, now Monday on AM Sports 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. My name remains Sam Adelere. In everything you do, make sure to stay out of trouble. But remember, you can simply and always call me Sadelere. Arsenal fans, up Gunners. Bye for now.
89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Come and see West Radio.